Hey everybody, it is your girl Jade Ashley, and I am finally back with a new video of when the beat drops. And like always, you know, I'm here to give you my 5 hottest beats and music of this week, so you know you have to stay tuned for more. Okay guys, so let's dive into this week's beats. I'm so excited to finally be back. I know I'm sorry, it's been like 3 weeks. As y'all can see, my background is different. I recently just moved, so that contributes to like my no videos, but look, I'm back. So we are going to dive into our 5 hot beats of this week, and the first thing I want to talk about is Chasing Destiny with Kelly Rowland and Frank Gatson. It premiered on BET this past week on Monday, following Black Girls Rock, and I was excited to see this show. You know, I've been hearing about it for the past couple of months, and you know, I wanted to see what it was about. I know that Kelly Rowland, she was very clear that she didn't want people to think of this as like a competition show, because you know, we see things like American Idol, which just ended after 15 seasons. We see things like The Voice and, you know, X Factor and all of those like singing type competition things. And she was very clear that she didn't want this to be looked at as that. And just watching it, I definitely did not get that vibe from watching Chasing Destiny. It kind of gave me like, it kind of brought me back into like the era of when Making the Band was popping, when Diddy had Making the Band on MTV. And I think that Kelly Rowland definitely is a well-known candidate, or she is definitely a perfect candidate to do something like this when it comes to like forming a new girl group, because she is a member of one of the most popular girl groups ever, which is Destiny's Child, and she's like an original. She's like part of the original 4. No shade to Michelle, because Michelle is awesome as well. But yeah, I just felt like it was perfect for her. So her and Frank Gatson, I like them because, you know, them as a team trying to put this together, because you know, they come from like 2 different angles, because he's more like the behind the scenes and, you know, choreographing and, you know, making sure he gets the girls straight and whatnot. And then Kelly, she knows more. Not that she doesn't know like behind the scenes the way Frank does, because obviously she's worked with him when she was in Destiny's Child, but you know, she can kind of like give the girls guidance when it comes to like, you know, the forefront. One thing that stuck out to me the most, obviously they're making a group, so we heard different types of voices and stuff like that. So you know, there was all types of voices. It was like high pitch voices, medium pitch, low pitch, and Kelly was like, I love your voice. So you know, you can tell that she's trying to be very diverse when, you know, forming this group, because you know, she said she has a deal on the table with Epic Records to like sign the next big girl group. So I like how, you know, they were looking for diversity. I felt like, you know, Kelly was just like really nice. Like, I was watching the show and I was getting like very, like, I was really nervous watching the show as if I was a part of the show. And I don't know, it's because I think you guys know that I have like music background. So like back in high school, I did like a lot of auditioning and stuff like that. And even, you know, I studied journalism in college now, but I actually started off as a music major. So actually going into auditions to actually, you know, be a music major in college, like, it just kind of watching it, it made me kind of nervous as if I was there, because I know the feeling of like going into an audition and, you know, about to sing in front of people and you just hope you get it, and just the nerve. So I kind of it kind of gave me a little bit of jitters while I was watching it. I'm like, why do I feel nervous? Like, I don't know, it was pretty weird. But I mean, overall, I love the show. I'm interested to see like what's gonna happen. You know, this looks like it's gonna be a very interesting season, and I feel like even though I'm not a part of the show and stuff like that, there could be things that I can learn from watching the show. And I'm excited to see what girls, you know, she kind of chooses to form this group. So is there anything else that I wanted to talk about? I mean, I just really like the show, honestly. So if you guys definitely did not check it out, I would say watch Chasing Destiny. I believe that it should be coming on every Monday around 10 o'clock, 10:30. I want to say 10 o'clock because it probably came on 10:30 because of like Black Girls Rock. So maybe like 10 o'clock, 10:30 on BET. You know, check your local listings. Yeah, and if you guys checked out the show yourself, you know, you could comment below and let me know what did you think, or what you thought of the show. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you here for it? You know, are you excited to see what kind of group she's going to form out of this and whatnot? So yeah, so we are going to move on to my second beat of this week, and I'm going to talk about Auntie Janet. So y'all know I was an advocate. I was happy from the moment the announcement was made, from the minute that the single dropped, from the minute that the video dropped, from the minute that the album dropped. I was here for Janet Jackson's return when it came to this Unbreakable, and then her Unbreakable World Tour. And I had talked about it in the past, and I had mentioned that Bria and I were actually thinking about like going and stuff. And then I was a little bit hesitant at first because, you know, she kind of canceled, you know, tour dates because like the rumor was she had throat cancer. That she came out, she said I ain't had throat cancer, but she had to have emergency surgery. So still some dates were like postponed and stuff. Understandable. So this week, Janet, she came back again. Matter of fact, let me just show you guys what she said.
We're in the second leg of the tour, and there actually has been a sudden change. I thought it was important that you be the first to know. My husband and I are planning our family. So I'm going to have to delay the tour. Please, if you can try and understand that it's important that I do this now. I have to rest up, doctor's orders, but I have not forgotten about you. I will continue the tour as soon as I possibly can.
Okay, so like, I don't have tickets to her concert, but I was pissed for the people who do have tickets. And I'm actually glad that I didn't get tickets, because even when she postponed the tour dates and stuff like that, Bria was like, oh yeah, you know, she's coming to Brooklyn and in the summertime we can definitely go because it's not going to be no school and all this other stuff. So I was definitely, without a doubt, here for it. But I was just mad for the people who had their tickets, because I know if I had my tickets, I would have been pissed. Like, yo, I've been waiting to see Janet. These tour dates have been pushed back, and now she's like, hey, yeah, me and my husband are having a family, or we're starting a family, so the tour is going to be pushed back all the way to 2017. Like, you're planning a family, so I feel like something like that definitely has you have control of the situation. It's one thing if she said, hey guys, I'm pregnant and my doctor said I gotta chill out, and you know, I mean, she's not Beyonce, but hell, Beyonce was pregnant running around the stage and we didn't even know she was pregnant, and then when we found out she was pregnant, she was still running around stage. But I'm not trying to compare Janet and Beyonce, no way, shape, or form. But I'm just saying, it's like, I feel like if you're planning a family, you can say, all right, let me bust out this tour right quick and then we gonna get this family popping. Like, that's what I feel. Like, so for everybody who's watching who may have tickets to Janet's concert, Unbreakable World Tour, I'm sorry for y'all. I'm very disappointed, but at the same time, you know, given Janet's age and, you know, she is in a marriage and all this other stuff, I guess, like, that's what married people want to do. They want to start families and stuff. But I feel like she could have at least waited till 2017, and she could have finished off this tour and then waited till 2017 to, you know, do this. And then I feel like, you know, they're waiting to plan a family, or they're starting a family and stuff like that. Well, before she even, you know, when she was doing this whole tour situation, it shouldn't have been a world tour. Maybe she should have just did US dates, or she should have just did selective cities and stuff like that, because you have tours nowadays that don't go to all around the US, all around Europe and stuff and all of that, whatever the case may be. So congratulations to Janet on finally starting a family. For the people who will not be seeing Janet or is missing out, because it's unfortunate. I was upset, but you know what? I have no right to be upset, because technically I don't have no tickets, but whatever. We just gonna move on to the third beat this week, and the third beat of this week, I have to talk about Taylor Swift. So I don't know if you guys probably did see it. Taylor Swift, she has a new commercial with Apple Music, and that commercial was so funny. Let me tell y'all. Okay, so I heard about the commercial. I seen like screenshots of the commercial. I was like, whatever, Taylor Swift's all over the place, I really don't want to watch it. So I was in the middle of doing stories, and I had read that I had read something about, you know, the commercial and stuff like that. So first I watched the commercial. That commercial is so funny. Taylor running on a treadmill, and then she's sitting there, you know, rapping Drake and Future, Jumpman, and then she like legit flies off of the treadmill. That was like the funniest thing to me. Like, she really caught me off guard. I was like, no, this commercial is dope. It's funny. But other than the commercial being, you know, funny and dope and all of that other stuff, it turns out that that one little commercial just increased the sales of, you know, Future and Drake's single Jumpman. It increased by 431% worldwide record sales on iTunes. It was viewed 20 million times and thousands of likes and retweets on social media, because you guys know that Taylor Swift has like a big following. And then it was also reported that Taylor Swift has like about two or three more commercials with Apple Music. So I'm sitting here like, okay, so what other songs is she gonna rap and stuff like that? So I mean, it was funny. If you guys did not check it out, I would definitely link the commercial below, because that is one of the funniest commercials out right now. Like, I really, like, she was sitting there just running. It was funny. It was funny. It was a good commercial. I played myself by not wanting to see it right away, but it was dope. So we're gonna move on to my fourth beat of this week, and I kind of want to do like an album review. You know, it's been a minute. So the new or the latest music that I want to talk about that I just purchased last week when it came out was 2088. And if you guys do not know who 2088 is, 2088 is Big Sean and Jhené Aiko. They formed this duo. I don't even know how or why they're called 2088. I don't wrote out the numbers, like, what does that mean? Like, I don't know what 2088 means. So if you guys actually know why Jhené Aiko and Big Sean, you know, named their duo 2088, you can leave a comment below, you know, tweet me, whatever the case may be, and let me know, because I want to know what's the significance behind this name. But regardless of the fact, they released their first, I guess you can call it like an album or like an EP, because I mean, it's only 8 tracks in total, but it's dope. So I just kind of want to run through the tracks and stuff like that. So first things first, while listening to this album, I will say that I forgot that Jhené Aiko was married. I really forgot that she was married. And you know, we just found out that she was married. We all know that she was in a relationship. I can't remember her husband's name, but I know I've seen him on her Instagram and all this stuff. So we know she was in a relationship. But when her birthday passed, he made a birthday post, and you know, he showed the picture from when they got married. They had like this little small ceremony, all of that other good stuff. So I forgot Jhené Aiko was married. I swear, like, her and Big Sean, it's like a love album basically. 2088. So you know, they just sounded like they was in a relationship, but apparently they're like really good friends. And one reason why I was interested in getting this because I remember the song that they did on Big Sean's Dark Side Paradise album, and like I just like how they sound together. So I was definitely excited to hear this album. So I just want to run through a couple of tracks, and the first track is Deja Vu. Like, okay, this is like kind of like the up and down like of a relationship and stuff like that. So Deja Vu.
It's deja vu, 'cause I've been here with you. I swear it's deja vu, 'cause we've been here, we've done this, who want this?
But okay, so yeah, that's the chorus of the song. But I mean, it's about like deja vu. Like I said, it's like the up and downs of relationships and stuff like that. So, or you can say like I guess like the destruction of a relationship. So Deja Vu is exactly what it sounds like. And then following Deja Vu is their single Selfish. How could you be so selfish? Like it's just, I don't know, it's like something that you just vibe to. Like these songs, it's just something that you vibe to without a doubt, that you can listen to these songs straight through. Following that is On The Way. And then following On The Way is their song Push It. Push It is the most, to me, I think it's like is these songs is like very sexual. So Push It is like one of the most sexual songs that I had like listened to. I was listening to Big Sean rap, and I was like, oh, so that's how you is. Oh, okay, all right. So On The Way. And I mean, we'll Push It. And then number 5 is 2 Minute Warning featuring Casey and JoJo in Detail. Now, at first when I was listening to the song, I really could not pinpoint. I was like, where the hell is Casey and JoJo at? But obviously they have to be within the chorus with the 2 minute warning. So, you know, but again, that's kind of, for me, that's kind of like more of like more of a sexual type of song. But for me, I think Jhené Aiko was definitely more sexual on the 2 Minute Warning. And then, like I said, the Push It, I feel like Big Sean is a little bit more sexual on that song. And then we have the Talk Show. The Talk Show is definitely one of my favorites because it's like, it sounds exactly like a talk show. And, you know, it kind of gets to like a song. So like the Talk Show is like you're listening to it. So it's kind of like they're on the album, like Jhené and Big Sean are kind of like a couple, and then, you know, they're on a talk show. They're there to talk about their relationship. They're supposed to be, I guess, like this really big couple. And then she was like, oh nigga, don't act like you wasn't with them bitches. Like, she was like airing him out. So like they're starting to argue, and they're starting to go back and forth on the talk show. Like, don't sit here and front like we the best couple, like you ain't even really care about me just not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and stuff like that. So I definitely like it. It's like, to me it was funny, but at the same time it keeps you intrigued. You sitting there listening like, girl, what happened next? So that's definitely something that's definitely, if I said the word definitely one more time, it's one of my favorites for sure. And then following talk show is Memories Faded. And then following Memories Faded is my #1 favorite, which is London Bridge, which is basically like, you know, if we break up, you know, everybody will be devastated like the London Bridge is falling down. You know, the kids will sing about it, so the kids will sing about it like the London Bridge is falling down, which is the lyrics of the song. So, you know, it's dope. I like it. If you guys don't have it, definitely get it. You will not regret it. I don't know, it's just something about Jhené Aiko and Big Sean when they collaborate together. Like I said, I just thought about one song that they had collaborated on, and I was just sold, and I was like, I know this album is definitely going to be worth it. So it's something you can vibe to. Like I said, you can listen straight through 1 through 8. So I give it a 2 thumbs up, and I'm being completely honest for sure. And if you guys checked it out, you can let me know what you thought about it, and let me know if you liked it or if you didn't like it, or which was your favorite songs as well. So we are going to move on to my last beat of this week. And my last beat of this week, I have to talk about Biggie's daughter Tiana Wallace. So it was a little something going on this week with her on social media between her and Diddy. But I mean, it really wasn't too big, but I mean, it definitely was a highlight in, you know, music news. And basically what she did was she took to her Twitter and she said, this Bad Boy concert is for my dad's B-Day. Oh, if you guys didn't know, they're doing like the Bad Boy family concert and stuff like that, and they're going on a tour, and the first stop is in May next month. It'll be here in Brooklyn, Barclays Center. You know, I think it's sold out. I don't have a ticket. Why, I don't know. I feel like I need to be there, so I need to figure out something. But they're doing like this whole Bad Boy, you know, family reunion thing, and they're doing it the day before Biggie's birthday. So, you know, it's kind of going to go into his birthday and stuff like that. They're going to pay tribute to him and whatnot and all of that good stuff. So she went on Twitter. She said, this Bad Boy concert is for my dad's B-Day, but I got not 1 ticket. Just want to point that out. She said, haven't spoken to Puff in years. I guess that's why I didn't get a ticket to the concert. Puff does nothing for my family. Tired of lying for his lame ass. But let me go back to running Notorious. She has a clothing line called Notorious. And I know recently, last month in March, on the anniversary of her dad's death, she did something in conjunction. It was something where they were celebrating his life. And they was in Brooklyn at Milk River, all this other good stuff. So then shortly after, she came back to Twitter and she said, me and Puff talked. So you know, when she was on Twitter and everybody was talking about it, Puff, he found that number real quick. And he was like, look, he's probably like, look, baby girl, you can't be out here throwing me under the bus like that. You want some tickets? I got you. Like, I don't even know how Puff talked, but I feel like he was kind of serenading her and trying to, you know, put the fire out and all that other good stuff. So he said, me and Puff talked. A lot of things were cleared up and everything is love, so everybody can calm down. And she retweeted somebody else's tweet when they said, with family, sometimes shit happens. You gotta go off sometimes to be heard. It's understood. Only reason why it's a big deal. She said, honestly, just happy things were addressed. That combo needed to happen for real. So I guess basically, long story short, she just had to air him out on social media just to get his attention. So but everything is cool. So yeah, I think that's about it. So those are my 5 hot beats of this week. Okay guys, so I want to thank you for tuning into this week's video, and of course you know I have to end every single video by reminding you guys to comment, like, subscribe, and share. It would greatly be appreciated. Unfortunately, I have no notes to leave you guys with this week, so you know I have to end the video by giving you my song of the week. And I tried to do a video last week and it didn't work, but I still have the same song of the week, and that's because literally, like, this is my favorite song right now. It's all over the radio stations here in New York. It just sounds so New York. And that is Remy Ma and Fat Joe with their new song, All the Way Up. Like, Remy and Fat Joe, they're back together. You know, they're, you know, bringing that New York sound that's kind of like missing right now. So it's dope. I love it. Like I said, one of my favorite songs right now. You cannot turn on the radio without not listening to it. So yeah, All the Way Up, Remy Ma and Fat Joe, my song of the week. Once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. So Bye. Hey guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to share and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.